So a choice is when you are able to pick between two or more things. For example, your mom tells you, "Oh, I'm gonna go get you some food. Would you rather get McDonald's or did you want Taco Bell?" So right there you have a choice to choose between the two that you would like to do. Another example, if we were at school, maybe you see one of your friends running through the playground super fast, not watching where he's going, and he's about to run into another kid or push another student and um, on accident. So you have a choice there. You could either follow your friend and do what he's doing, or you have the choice of doing the opposite and following the rules and walking and making sure you're not running into other children. So that's making a choice. Then we keep going. It says, we can be kind to classmates. We can help each other. We can take turns on the slide. So these I'm going to have you underline. So we can be kind to classmates. We can help each other. And we can take turns on the slide. So these three are very good examples of ways you could act at school. So being kind, you're saying nice things to your friend, you're helping your friend do their work, maybe they're a little bit confused. Also being kind to your teachers is very nice. If your teacher asks you to please do something or help her with something, you should be always kind to her as well. This goes to helping each other. If one of your friends has trouble with their work, don't do their work, but you can help them by explaining to them what they have to do. Or maybe they have to look for things that start with the letter A. You could give them some examples. And taking turns on the slide is very good, like these children are doing here. The slide can be very dangerous if you're pushing or going up the wrong way of the slide. You or your friends could get hurt. So taking turns and making sure everybody has a turn to go down the slide is very nice. And those are the type of things that your teachers like to see as well. So let's see the lesson check. So this is where we're going to see if you understood the lesson. So as you remember, we learned what school is, which is a place where we learn various things such as reading, our numbers, our letters. And when we learn is when we find out about something new. So we learn what it means, how to do it. At school, we learn how to share books. We learn to sing songs. We also learned today about making choices and that we always try to make the right choice between two things. Um, like we could choose to be kind instead of being mean to our friends. We can choose to help our friends instead of being mean to them and making fun of them if they don't understand something. And we can choose to take turns on the slide instead of choosing not to and possibly hurting ourselves or somebody else. So our question here says, draw a picture. Show a time when you might choose to take turns. Talk about your picture. So you're going to think about one time where you might take turns. So I'm going to take a minute and think about a time where I might take turns. So, so last year we liked to play um, bowling, so we had to take turns, but also we could take turns while we're waiting in line for something. For example, if I go to Disneyland, I have to wait in line to get on the ride. So I'm going to draw myself in line here, waiting to get on the ride. And then there's other people in line too. They're waiting. Oops. And then I'm going to draw a few people you could draw. You don't have to do the same thing I am. Maybe you're going to draw taking turns going on the swings. You could take turns getting your lunch. I think I'm going to do lunch. I like that one. So these are all students waiting to grab their lunch. So I'm going to draw a table with some plates and food. This is a hamburger. I'm going to draw other ones. So you can wait in line to get your food. These are French fries. And then I'm going to draw more students. And they're all waiting in line. So I'm going to say waiting in line for lunch. So that's what I drew. You may draw something else, but make sure it has to do, and you could underline it. Show a time when you might choose to take turns. So take turns is most important. So maybe, like I said, taking turn to get your lunch, taking turn to get on a ride, taking turns to use a restroom, taking turns using the iPad, taking turns playing a game, or being the one that's it. So you could draw any of those things that you like the best or that you remember. You could take turns. It doesn't have to be anything that I mentioned. So you could go ahead and do that, and then I can't wait to see your work.